Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my farmer's market grocery haul for my family of 5. Okay, so this is an overview of everything that I bought at the farmer's market. My plan for this video is I'm going to be sharing everything I got at the farmer's market, but we also shop at a produce stand that my husband is at right now. So I'm just going to film that in a second clip and add that to this video once that food gets here. So everything that you see on the table, this isn't all complete. So first off, this was all from one farmer. We got 3 cartons of eggs and they're all mixed. So some brown, some blue, green. I'm not sure what all different types of chickens that he has, but he said the last time he counted he has well over like 200 chickens, so he has a lot of eggs to sell. So there were plenty left over. And then we also got a carton of quail eggs. So he sells these for $4 and each of his chicken eggs are $5, so this was $19 in total. And what I do with the quail eggs is I actually just cut them open with a knife, and I'll do 2 at a time. And I just drink them raw in the morning. It's just kind of like a little added boost of selenium, choline. It's like good for your brain. And then the eggs we cook with scrambled eggs, waffles, German pancakes, all that kind of stuff. So that in total, I think I said before, is $19. That was all from one person. I like just kind of, he normally will have like fresh flowers, that kind of stuff. But we are in winter and he didn't really have much else besides eggs to have. So I got what I could from him. And then going over here, this is all from the same meat producer. They're called Peaceful Meadow Farms. So I have this broken up. So my dog, one of my dogs, Roscoe, he's on a raw diet. So this food here is for him. And my dog food budget is separate than my grocery budget. So I'm going to give you the full total, even though this food is separate and goes into a different part of my budget. I should let you know I've redone my budgeting, so I'm planning $100 a week for meat for my family of 5, and then $100 a week for produce, milk, dairy, all that stuff for my family of 5. So $200 a week total for all of the food. And also the month of December, we have a goal to not eat out at all. So as of now, we've done really good with that. It's like December 8th. So 8 days in, we're doing good. My husband's birthday was a couple days ago. We didn't eat out for that. I cooked everything from scratch and he had a really good time with that. He really enjoyed it. So it's definitely something we're really trying to stick with it this month just to help save some money. Because as you know, eating out for a family of 5 can definitely get costly. And I should let you know, my kids, I have 3 boys, ages 5, 3, and 1, and then it's myself and my husband. And then we've got 2 dogs in our household, so this is all the food that's being accounted for all those people. So we'll start with what I got for my dog first. So one dog is on just conventional dry dog food, like the kibble. The other dog, Roscoe, he's got really bad food allergies, and so the raw diet really helps him. He's really bad with licking his paws. He'll get yeast infections, ear infections when he's on the dry dog food, but with the raw diet, we've really seen improvement with him. So this is a pack of chicken wings. I think there's normally 4 that comes in here, and for Roscoe, for his size, I basically have to cut one of these wings in half, and that will give him like what he needs like in his daily meal. We just feed Roscoe once a day just because it's easier to do the portioning for his feeding. So he'll just get half. So there's 4 in here. This will last for 8 days total because we cut each one of them in half. So that'll last us for a week. And I think it was like $5.80 or something. I forget. I think it's like $7 a pound. All of their stuff is priced differently per pound. So I'm going to do my best to remember what all their stuff is. So I think that was $7 a pound, and just because it's a little bit under, that's why it was 5 something. This we've gotten from them one other time, and we just got like 1 or 2 that they had. So this is like a pet, they call it a pet treat, but basically when they take their chickens to the processing plant, like the chicken back, the pancreas, spleen, chicken necks, all the stuff that they don't sell, I know they sell chicken livers, chicken hearts, chicken feet, and then like whole chickens and butchered chickens, but everything else, like the waste, they will grind it up and sell it as like a pet mix. So these were $6.99 a pound, and they each come in 2-pound chubs. So each of these was about $14. I need to do the math with it because Roscoe, for his weight, he gets about a pound of meat a day, but that's a pound of like ground beef type meat, not like the organs, bones, which is what this is mixed in. So when I originally bought 4, I was just kind of thinking that he would be getting a pound of this a day, so this will last him a week and like he's set for his food. But now that like I actually thought about it, he's probably not going to get as much as I was planning a day. He's probably going to get close to maybe half a pound, if that. So this will last us longer than a week, which I'm thankful for because it was like almost $60 for the 4 of these, which is a little bit of money. That's kind of, I did the math, and basically it's $7 a day if he was eating one of these because he gets a pound a day. So that would be well over $200 a month just for him to eat these. So I do need to find something like a way to feed him that's more affordable. I have like realized that if you just buy the chicken wings, if you buy the beef tongue, the liver, and kind of all that stuff as is, it is more affordable. You do have to like handle it yourself, cut it down, measure it out. So you are like handling it, you know, dealing with the blood and the meat, that kind of stuff. I guess it can gross people out. But it is a much more affordable way to do a raw diet for your dog. Like I said, we have 3 kids. My husband works full time. I'm home with the boys. So we have extra money, but not a bunch to where we can just like, I don't know. If we put our other dog on this, it would be well over $400 a month just to feed the dogs, which is kind of a lot. So definitely all that to say, I need to figure out a better way, like a cheaper way to feed him. And it's just something that's like time consuming. You have to do, those are like the downsides of it, but the upsides of raw, seriously, my dog, his allergies have gotten so much better. He barely licks his paws. We haven't been to the vet for an ear infection in months. And it literally was almost like every other month we were in there for something. So if your dog is suffering from food allergies or like habitual ear infections, yeast infections, definitely consider putting them on a raw diet. And you can reach out if you have any questions. I can let you know of some Facebook groups and places to look at to kind of educate yourself more. So like I said, all of that was around, it was like $50 to $60 for all of that stuff. That's for the dog. That's separate from the budget for the people food, which is what we have here. And then also my boys were kind of messing with these. So there's a little bit chaotic, but oh well. So here we have some mild pork sausage. What I've been doing with this is in the morning, I will kind of section it out into probably like 8 different pieces, smush them down into a patty, and just make our own breakfast sausages. We shop at Aldi a lot, but Aldi's breakfast sausages, like the pre-made patties, have just a bunch of additives in there that just don't need to be in there. So this is a way that I found that we can still have the breakfast sausages, but it's just better for us. My boys love eating sausage in the morning, so that's a way that we can give that to them and still feel comfortable having them eat that kind of stuff. We have some beef short ribs. We got 2 different packages. I was just planning on putting these in with some like beef stock and just different veggies and baking it in the oven for a couple hours and just serving it over mashed potatoes. And I've been trying to buy 2 packs every time I buy a thing of meat, just in case we don't go through it, so that way I can save one for later. I was doing that last week with our kielbasa sausages, and I still have a pack of those in the fridge, which made me excited because those turned out to be really good. This, I think pricing wise, is $8.75 per pound, and these I think was like $7 or $7.50 per pound. So this was about $16, $17. This was, I think, averaged out to be maybe around like $15-ish a pack for each of these, and it's around like 1.5 to 2 pounds in each pack. And then over here we got 6 packages of their ground beef. They did let me know that they butchered a steer this time, I think they said. So that's like the male bull. They said it has more testosterone, so it is a little bit more tough, but they said like the taste is fine. But they just said like if you're eating it just regular like cooked ground beef with nothing else, it might taste a little different. They've done that before, and we've had it and we didn't really notice a difference. We do sometimes like just make rice and ground beef as a meal, but we didn't do that with this, or so like we did it for taco meat with like the seasonings, that kind of stuff. That was fine. Like pasta, any kind of spaghetti, doing it with that was fine too. So we got 6 packages of it. We do still have some more in the freezer from last week. I think we have at least like 4 or 5 more. So we're set in the meat department. In our garage freezer, we have 2 whole chickens, another pack of kielbasa sausages, 2 packages of beef stew meat, 2 packages of like cubed steaks. I think that's it for now. And then we just have some like random like beef tongue, beef liver for my dog. So we do have some other stuff that's in the freezer. How we do it is we shop at the farmer's market, we put everything in the freezer, and then like some of this stuff has been out in the fridge since yesterday, because that's when I went to the farmer's market. So this was frozen. You can, I guess, yeah, you can kind of see the difference. But I just let it start thawing in the fridge. So then I pull these as I need them throughout the week. So my plan, like same with the dog food, I had one of these in for the fridge and the others were just going to be in the freezer. So that's just kind of how I do it. We do have, I think it's like a 7 cubic feet, a deep freezer in our garage. So it's not big, but it gets the job done. We've got some like frozen fruit out there, and then the meat. So that's been helpful, because it would kind of be pushing it, trying to get all of this in a freezer in our fridge. Okay, so that is it for our grocery haul for this week. We ended up spending, it was like $156 for all of the meat, and that is including the dog food. So the dog food, like without the dog food, it was $93 just for the meat for us. So we stayed in budget with that. We've already spent $19 of the remaining money for the eggs, so we'll spend a little bit more for the haul that we're doing at the produce stand, which you will see after this. But as of now, we're still in budget, which we love to see. Okay, so we are back for round 2 of this week's grocery haul. So this side is Aldi. This side was the produce stand. I'm like awkwardly holding the receipt from Aldi, so I'm going to start over here. Some things to note: I used to do an einkorn sourdough starter. I ran out of my einkorn grains, therefore I ran out of flour, therefore my sourdough starter went to poop. So we've been buying this bread. The place that I order my grains from online has not had the grains in stock the past couple of months, so that's why we're buying the store-bought bread. So the bread I normally would make myself, and the crackers, I was making sourdough einkorn crackers. So until I can get that back up and going, we're buying it from the store. So we have 2 boxes of these cracker assortments. My 5-year-old and my 3-year-old are both in preschool, where we have to bring them packed lunches. I have these, they're like it's a plastic lunchbox. It's bent go, so they've got different snack like spots for them. So these crackers work well. We'll normally do crackers and summer sausage, or crackers and pepperonis for them. Or sometimes we'll just do like ground beef or chicken nuggets or like a sandwich or something. So that's what I'm planning for this week. My oldest likes the pepperoni, and Adam, the 3-year-old, he likes the sausage. So that's why, and we have 2 boxes, so hopefully that'll last us. One of these boxes normally lasts us a week if I'm just using these crackers for their lunches. Also, our youngest, Evan, sometimes I will pack him a lunchbox he's not in preschool, but sometimes I'm just kind of like running around during the day. And so he really likes to like have the lunchbox to snack on when we're out and about. So all that to say, this is like pretty much like the lunch haul. So we have these freeze-dried strawberries. Sometimes I'll put them in their lunches. So like I said earlier, it was my husband's birthday this past, it was a couple days ago. So we just had a birthday party for him last night. So I still have a whole pineapple, like almost a whole carton of strawberries, grapes, and apples, well, like 4 or 5 apples. So that's why we don't have like any of that produce here, could be because I already have it. So these dried strawberries will actually be, when I go to the gym, I drop Evan, my youngest, off at their childcare, and he can get a snack there. So I normally bring those as a snack for him. They're like his favorite thing ever. And then of course on Fridays, the boys, I've got all 3 of them. So then that's like for everyone. That's like our go-to snack, or crackers in this if I'm out of that. And then we just have some bananas. That's for snacking, for smoothies, freezing them. The boys like to eat frozen fruit. So that will be something that just kind of, you know, it gets used up. I'm not sure what we'll use it for though. So this is the total, and I'm not sure if you can tell, I have a cold. I've had it for like 2 weeks now, so I'm kind of stuffed up, but I'm still going. So the total for this was $36.97. We still are in budget. I'm not sure in the grand scheme of things where we're at, but I know we're still in budget. And so then over here, we have what my husband picked up for me at our produce stand. So we drink, this will be like the long spiel, we drink raw milk. We live in North Carolina, so it is legal for you to sell raw milk for pets, a pet treat, but it is not legal for you to sell it for humans, not for human consumption. This is milk from a cow. We have met the dairy farmer, the people who have worked, the people who own the produce stand have worked with this dairy farmer for years. They've never had any issues. It's clean. They have like safe practices for getting the milk. They're washing their hands, washing their appliances, keeping the milk in clean containers, keeping it refrigerated as soon as possible. So they have good practices with the milk. This is raw milk. I think it is safe for my family and how we drink it. We don't leave it out on the counter. As soon as someone's done drinking it, we put it back in the fridge. So the way we are able to handle the milk, I'm confident that we will be okay drinking it. But this is a choice for you to make for your family. Do the research on your own and make that decision for yourself. So we drink the raw milk because it has beneficial bacteria. It's good for our gut. Evan, my youngest, he was on formula, then he switched to cow's milk. And basically, once he was on cow's milk, it took him all of a week or 2 weeks for us to realize that he was reacting to it. He started getting baby eczema. We switched him over to raw milk, and within like 2-ish weeks, the eczema was gone. We absolutely love the milk. We like the taste. It does taste a little bit different, but I don't know how to describe it other than like your body just like reacts positively to it. Like it just like, it's something you drink it and you immediately want more of. At least that's what my husband and I think at least when we first started drinking it, it was like your body's been deprived of the nutrients for so long that once it gets it, it just like can't get enough of it. But that being said, if you haven't had raw milk before, if you don't do a lot of like probiotic stuff and you have stomach issues, drink that sparingly and just like give your body time to adjust to it. Don't just like all of a sudden drink like 3 cups in a day. You're definitely going to have an upset stomach. So there's 2 gallons here. It's $10 a gallon. So that's $20 right there just for the milk. We have 4 apples. These are North Carolina mountain apples. I'm not sure exactly the type. My husband picked them out. And I think these run around like $2.59 a pound. And then we have some russet potatoes with the ground beef that you saw earlier. I already have a bag of frozen veggies in the freezer, and I thought I would do like a shepherd's pie type deal. Or I guess it's a cottage pie because it's ground beef, but I want to make mashed potatoes with those, is I guess what I'm getting at with that. So all of this together was, I think, right under, it was like $29.67 or something. So we basically ended up having $20 left over for our budget for the month. So basically what I'm going to do with that is keep that $20 and move it into a fund that we have for when we do like our bulk shopping at Sam's Club, at Costco, Azure Standard online. And so that'll just like, as that account money grows, that's kind of how we do that. Azure is the place where I buy my einkorn grains on. They haven't had it. I know there's other places online, but the pricing is sometimes like really expensive to buy that online, which is why I've been holding out for them. So yeah, so this is everything that we have. If I end up doing any like fill-in haul during the week, it's normally just for the milk. So something with the milk too, I make our own kefir or kefir. I'm really not sure how to say it. I think like I've heard everyone say it differently. But basically I have kefir grains that I mix in with the milk, and I let it sit on my counter for 24 hours. And then after that, I strain the milk from the grains. But basically that's how you get kefir. And kefir is like a fermented, like a probiotic yogurt. It's kind of the same consistency as Greek yogurt, but it's kind of like a drinkable yogurt almost. But I'll make smoothies with that. So I will buy like a big bag at Sam's Club or at Costco of frozen fruit. So a lot of the fruit that we have, especially because it's December, we eat is frozen. So I have frozen blueberries, frozen strawberries, and frozen mixed berries, like 2 4-pound bags of each of that in our freezer. So we're set in the like produce department as well. I have a whole thing of carrots and celery in our fridge too. That's left over from my husband's birthday party, so we didn't need to buy any more vegetables. We also have like a leftover veggie tray, which has like broccoli, bell peppers, tomatoes, that stuff on it. So I know this isn't a lot of food, but we do still have just a bunch left over from the party. So we're just going to make sure we get through all of that instead of just like continuing to buy a lot of food. Yeah, and plus I'm like running out of room in my refrigerator. So it's a good thing that a lot of this stuff, like the milk, we'll figure out. But it's a good thing a lot of this stuff can sit on the counter. So that is it for today's grocery haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments below. We are a family of 5, and I'm hoping to get at least one video out to you guys every week. And we'll see you next time. Bye.